Today, at the historic Offutt Air Force Base Cemetery, in conjunction with thousands of other cemeteries across the country, we stand as one nation to remember, honor, and teach. We are all proud to be Americans living in a free society made up of many people from many walks of life. The freedoms we enjoy today have not come without a price. In cemeteries throughout this nation and overseas are men and women who gave their lives so that we can live in freedom and without fear. We can worship or not as we see fit. We can raise our children to believe as we do. We can travel from one end of this great nation to the other without having to ask permission. We are free to vote for whomever we choose. We have the right to succeed, and we have the right to fail, and try again at whatever endeavor we wish to pursue. The United States of America was founded on the ideals of freedom, justice, and equality for all. Our nation stands as a beacon of liberty and freedom to the world. We thank those who gave their lives to keep us free, and we shall not forget you. We shall remember not only their sacrifice, but their lives. Many of you are veterans of wars and conflicts that America has had to fight to protect the innocent and oppressed. This nation has always been the first to stand up for the freedom of people around the world. Many of you have answered that call and served your country well. We are here to say thank you, and we are honored to know you. There are many men and women serving today in all branches of the military, here at home and in places far away. We honor them and their families for the sacrifices they make each day to keep our country safe from terrorism, hatred, and injustice. Quoting our 40th President, Ronald Reagan, freedom is never more than one generation away from extinction.
We didn't pass it on to our children in the bloodstream. The only way they can inherit the freedom we have known is if we fight for it, protect it, defend it, and then hand it to them with the well-taught lessons of how they in their lifetime must do the same. And if you and I don't do this, then you and I may well spend our sunset years telling our children and our children's children what it once was like in America when men were free.
We want to show a united front of gratitude and respect across the United States of America as we remember the fallen, honor those who serve, and teach our children the value of freedom. 6 ceremonial wreaths have been placed in advance representing the United States Army, Marine Corps, Navy, Air Force, Coast Guard, and Merchant Marines. An additional wreath has been placed in honor of the 93,129 United States servicemen from all branches of the service whose last known status was either prisoners of war or missing in action. These individuals have never returned to their families and homes. We shall not forget you. Our 8th ceremonial wreath is in honor of the 22 veterans and active duty service members who lose their personal struggle with the invisible wounds of war daily. A small group of volunteers placed a wreath on each grave, said their name aloud, and took a moment to thank them for their service to our country.
Montgomery McCormick, on behalf of a grateful nation, we thank you for your service.
John M. Sharon, U.S. Navy Chief.
It's a small act that goes a long way toward keeping the memory of our veterans alive. Each wreath is a gift of appreciation from a grateful American. The live balsam fir wreaths symbolize our honor to those who have served and are serving in the armed forces of our great nation. We are also honoring the families of those who serve as they too endure sacrifices every single day on the nation's behalf. This hallowed ground is the resting place of not only our veterans, but their families who lived the life of sacrifice to this nation alongside them.
Infant son of Charles Haggerty.
To our children, we want you to understand the freedoms you enjoy today have not been free, but have come with a cost that someday you may have to pay yourself. As a nation standing together, we can defeat terrorism, hatred, and injustice. Thanks to our veterans, we have the freedom to do just that. Thank you to our donors and volunteers for making this a reality. Because of your generous contributions, every grave has been covered. Thank you for joining today, and may you have the happiest of holidays.